I'm going to be going over 4 to 5 items that you need to have before the Nether update drops, so you're able to actually participate in it, and I recommend you buy these now before prices absolutely skyrocket. If you guys know today's video, subscribe between me and the world fan, trying to keep this sweet and short. Without further ado, let's get into it. So the new Nether update is incredibly hard. If you've seen anything on Alpha or played it, you'll know that the mobs, like the average mob health is 2 million, and the boss mob health can get anywhere from like 50 to 100 million. These guys are absolute tanks, and they will 100% one-shot you and destroy you if you're not ready. So I'm going to be going over a good amount of items that you should get right now. There's items for stunning, dealing damage, healing, but all these I do highly recommend. First one, these two go in a pair. They're not the only thing I'm going to be going over, but they are so good. Ice Spray and Soul's Rebound. These two combined, it's stupid. Like, it's insane. So first off, Ice Spray. Ice Spray has been around for quite a long time. It's a well-known good tool. Basically, what it does is you get it from dungeons, and you right-click, like an aspect of the dragons, and deals damage and freezes the mob in place and takes 10% increased damage. So if you originally hitting for 100k, you're now hitting for 110k. And the guy's frozen, meaning he cannot move, he cannot do damage to you, he cannot run. This does not work on bosses like Revenant Horrors, but on the mobs for the new Nether update, it will. This means that because of the 5-second cooldown, you can permanently keep the mob stunned, meaning you're not going to die if you're facing a 1v1 or even a 2v2 or 2v1 in the Nether update if you have the Ice Spray wand. This helps protect you and deal lots more damage safely. Highly recommend. It costs around 33 million coins. Next one is absolutely crazy, one of my personal favorite. This one's even cheaper than the last one, so this one's cheaper, so I recommend you get it. Soul's Rebound. This is a bow from, I think, the spider update a while back. Basically speaking, what it does is it costs around about like 6 million coins. It costs around 6 million coins, and what it does is when you hit a mob, for the next 5 seconds, the mob will take 0 damage, or at least it says so. And then once you let go, or once the 5 seconds is up, all damage that you dealt in that time period will be dealt in one hit with it boosted by 20%. But that ends up being a little bit more because each one of the damages count for extra stuff. So I just highly recommend doing it. I'm actually going to prove how stupid this thing is. So I'm going to go to the hub, I'm going to test this on a mob. Just pretend that these mobs have, I don't know, hundreds of millions of health. I'm going to take this guy here, Golden Ghoul. I hit him. As we can see, I'm not doing any damage like I'm not supposed to. I jitter click him. He already dies, but we'll see the damage. 3.5 million damage. 3.3 million damage. I'm usually doing 270,000 damage, 300,000 damage. Point is, this Soul's Rebound increased my damage by 10 times. I was doing 290k. Now I'm doing 3.2 million. It's absolutely crazy. So when you combine both the Ice Spray and the Soul's Rebound, your damage is stupid high. I can't really show it right now, release easily, because my Ice Spray just kills everything. But point is, these two weapons are absolutely essential and help you destroy. I recommend having the Wand of Atonement and the Florid Zombie Sword. These, in my opinion, are the two best reasonably, cost-wise healing weapons that I highly recommend you get. Now, this is my personal opinion, take it however you want. I personally don't like using power orbs that much, because I find usually I'm moving around enough that it just stays in one place and it consumes so much mana. Now, if you do already have an Overflux or a Plasma Flux, shoot, go for it, great. However, if you don't even have a Mana Flux yet, like you could get one, but you just don't have it, I wouldn't really recommend buying it, because it's not really worth it in my opinion. You should rather buy a Florid Zombie Sword or a Wand of Atonement, but that's just my personal opinion. Now, one other thing. What are going to be the best pets for this update? There's a few pets that could potentially work. Besides the obvious, Ender Drag and G-Drag, those are the two best pets. I don't think that's really going to be changing anytime soon, damage-wise. However, there are 2 other pets for this Nether update that might be super nice. First off, Blaze Pet. This one, it's pretty explanatory. It is literally is basically an Ender Dragon pet inside of the Blazing Fortress. Increases all stats by 10% when at max level, and upgrades blade armor and hot potato book stats. Now, the next pet I haven't actually gotten a chance to test yet, but it could potentially be so good. This is the Pigman pet, and here's the reason why. First off, we can see it gives ferocity, defense, strength. That's good. However, Giant Slayer is such a good ability. Increases your damage, deal X amount of extra damage for mobs level 100 plus. At level 100, that's 25% extra damage. And every single mob in the Blazing Fortress is level 100 plus. Every single 1. Now, I haven't had a chance to test it. I don't know if it's better to have 10% on all stats, so strength, crit chance, crit damage, all that stuff, ferocity, or if it's better to deal 25% more damage. I haven't had a chance to test yet. I wasn't able to play in the alpha server. But Pigman could potentially be a really good pet for people who don't want to spend a whole lot of money. But there's also a few other items you can do. We've gone over healing, we've gone over damage, we've gone over pets. Last thing is necromancy. Necromancy is so good. I'm not going to get a whole lot into it. If you don't know what it is, basically, you kill mobs with certain weapons, you can summon them in as your minions. They deal a set amount of damage and have a set amount of health. The stronger the mob, the better. I do recommend getting some sort of soul. You don't have to get an admin soul if you don't want to. They're quite expensive to summon. If I want to summon 2 of them, I have to put in like a full mana set. It's kind of crazy. But I do recommend having some sort of necromancy item because they have health, so they tank for you, and they just deal DPS for you. So while you have them souls rebanded or ice sprayed, they just deal DPS. They're nice to have. It can't hurt to have you summon mobs around, so I might as well recommend it. Either way, those are all the items that I recommend you doing. I try to keep this video short. If you guys enjoyed it, subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'll see you guys next one. Peace.